So repeat the whole scene of the dialogue again, and the player can read what they missed or just read it again for fun. I also created these two buttons, the back button and the skip button. So in the back button, when it's left pressed, it'll go back to room menu with a transition of fade out and in. It'll do the same animation, but instead of glow effect, when the mouse enters the sprite, it'll change the sprite back to. Basically the colors are inverse for the black. And when it leaves, it'll go back to original sprite. The skip button will make it skip to the next room, so it'll skip the whole animation scene and the player can go and play and go right on to the next scene or level. In this case it goes to a level. Level 1, there are 5 questions. This had a lot of coding behind it, especially behind the question and answer. So first I created some stationary objects. First stationary object is that speech bubble right there. The underscores on it, however, change when the question changes. The head of the boy moves up and down slightly, so it just bobs. The back button is located top left corner right here. This is stationary until the player either loses by using up enough tries or until the player gets the answer and moves on to the next question. So first, because it's a hangman type game, it's interactive with the keyboard. So I needed to create individual sprites for all the letters of the alphabet. Let's see. Level 1. There we go. All the letters of the alphabet. Of course, I created sprites for them too. So when the A button is clicked, for example, the A will appear here. But the difficult part of this is that with every new question, the A coordinate wouldn't be here. It'd have to be somewhere else. It'd have to respond to different letters each time. So I created different controllers, which is basically something that just controls the variables. It's an invisible object, so it cannot be seen by a player when played. This is another invisible object, object 1.1, which basically means part of the first question. It has most of the letters of the alphabet, and when clicked, they will all set the variable kill to 1. By the way, when the variable kill is set, will adds up to 15, which means if the wrong letter is typed too many times, 15 times, it'll create the instance of object star. Object star is this. And object star will appear basically from the top right corner of the room, fly, run into object head, and when collided into the object head, it will turn into explosion. Explosion animation, and it'll explode. And after that, it will trigger the high score page. I also made individual sprites for the actual letters that are correct. So these are different letters for the first question. I named it after letters right there. There's I, G, E, etc. When this key is pressed, it'll create the object of E in the correct position right above the underscore where it belongs. It'll set the variable point to 1 and it'll destroy the instance.